I quit my high-paying job in the tech industry and moved to Montana to pursue my dream of starting my own whiskey distillery. Just around $25,000 to my name and a few pieces of equipment I brought with me, we're starting from scratch. Will our whiskey distillery be successful? We'll find out. This is Whiskey RP. Today we're finally going to figure out what to do with the wood chips, and we are going to use them for a production. We're not going to let them go to waste. But first, we got a little bit of work to do. We have a good amount of soybean straw that we're going to go ahead and sell first thing this morning. Money is sitting at $331,000, doing pretty good financially. It is just about winter, so we'll have to take care of these weeds here, and it looks like we did it again. We let this grow too much before we took care of it, so we will be using herbicide moving forward, it looks like. Just maybe we can get rid of the weeders and save a little bit of cash. We'll head on over here and get these sold and see how much money we have. So there's a few things I want to purchase this episode, but I just want to make sure we're sitting good financially before we do that. Otherwise, we might be cutting some grass to supplement the income a little bit. Let's get the rest of these sold here. We can never find the spot right. Now we're sitting at $372,000. Let's head back. Just need to take care of the sugar factory as well. And that should be a decent amount of money over to Hoot's place. We'll fill up the yeast factory with as much sugar as possible first, and then the rest will go over to Hoot's place to get our contract up with them again with selling sugar to them. So that's they're looking forward to that. They're getting a little low on supplies, so we'll get that going for them. All right, should have a good amount of pallets here to pick up. 8,000 for the first month. Not too bad. We did get it populated a little late in the month to begin with. There's the zone. Okay, so drop off should be right there. We'll back up a little bit. And this should take all but, I don't know, 3,000 of this? 3,900. So we'll get the rest to Hoot's place and see how we're looking. All right, here we are at Hoot's place, and hopefully this gives us enough money for our plans for the day. 6,000, so it's gonna be close. We're gonna head on in here and have a little conversation with the dealership. Oh, it's a workshop here and here. That's fancy. Oh, this is the dealer. And this is just a workshop. Nice. And the store. All right, for $274,000, we are gonna go with the sprayer, and I think it'll be worth it. We can do our fertilization chainsaw, and we can do the herbicide with it. And part of the deal for the money there that we worked out with the dealership was a full load of herbicide, so that we will have that to use on the two fields. And we're gonna go ahead and right away, hopefully this fits through the opening, and we're gonna get this going on a worker, and that should free us up to do some other things that we have planned for the day. Oh man, makes a quick job of things, doesn't it? We'll let that contractor take care of all the work for us, and we'll go get our truck and take that home. All right, there's the truck. Yeah, let's get this home and get the case prepped to do some cultivating as we prep our fields for spring. And we'll go ahead and get a contractor going on that because we got a lot to do that we want to take care of. So we're gonna head on over to the sawmill next. All right, some of the first things we want to do is figure out exactly where we're gonna put this new facility. So Black Mountain, Montana has a mod for a paper, cardboard, and pallet mod. We are going to figure out a good location to put this. And I think having it this direction would probably be nice. It is going to cost us just the $80,000. It shouldn't be too bad to move these back and forth, especially once we get caught up here. So let's go ahead and take our first load, and we'll get it completely full here. It's going to take a little bit. Well, it'll be interesting to see how many liters, or how many linear feet, if you want to have that argument, we have of wood. But let's go ahead and drop some of these chips in here and do this about probably 30 times until we got it all moved over. But there's no reason to not get it going. Let's go ahead and jump in here and see what we have. So we can make paper rolls, carton roll, or empty pallet. Let's look at prices for those items and make sure we have somewhere to sell them. Empty pallet, about 3,600. Oh, it looks like, oh, let's look at the production again. 300 to 300. Yeah, it's gonna be not the pallets. The pallets are not gonna give us the best return. So let's go with activating both of these. Maple syrup needs water. And we will also be changing this to selling. Oh, we got them. Missing material already. Okay. So we'll get all that moved, and hopefully this will be a, you know, $80,000 to build this. As we get all these wood chips moved over, hopefully we make $80,000 back pretty fast for that. Production seems a little OP. It's producing it so fast we can't even really see how much we're putting in here inventory-wise. So we'll have to keep an eye on that and not keep it running when we don't need it to be, or when we have no goods in there. But definitely seems like this was a good move, and at 10 o'clock we'll probably see a little financial benefit from that. I guess the question is, will it distribute these? It won't sell them automatically, but will it distribute the wood chips? So after we get these completely cleaned up, we will give that a shot. Change the output on the sawmill to distribution. Oop, and see if that works. And we're sitting at $144,000 now. That's crazy. So for products sold today, we have 164,000, but we're not going to have an uptick like that every month because we don't have this many wood chips. So I don't know if it's OP or if it's just we had a good start because of all the inventory we had over here. But I'm not complaining. That's some good money. So it definitely paid for itself already. All right, we got it pretty much empty. So let's go to here and we'll go wood chips and change output type to distributing. We'll pick up the little bit that is here if we can. There we go. So that should be completely empty now. And we'll drop this off. Another 2,000 that it'll probably produce really quick. All right, so we got that empty. Let's shut this off. We'll hop into the production, and we'll see here it has almost burned through it already. So if I click away and go back, yeah, so that's missing material. Now, it did not distribute it. I don't understand why it can't figure that out, but that's okay. Should have a decent amount of money coming in here very, very soon for the 11 o'clock hour. So let's check on our equipment here. See how they're doing. This should be still cultivating. Uh-oh, there it is. Okay, whew. Thought we lost you. And then the sprayer should be definitely done. Nice. Looks like only used about 40% of our goods. So let's head over to the bigger field and hopefully we have enough left. Otherwise, I think we still have a little bit of herbicide. Oh, we shouldn't because we haven't had... We might have to buy some. Hopefully 60% is enough. That should be good enough. Let's go ahead and get it turned on. And away the weeds go. This thing's huge. This is awesome, though. 16 miles an hour. Just going to take care of those weeds and not damage any crops because the tires are so thin. Beautiful. Just a little strip that we are not going to get. Hopefully we have enough herbicide, though. This machine is really fun and easy to use. Definitely enjoying it. I think it's a good purchase. Didn't really want to do herbicide on this series, but it seemed like for whatever reason... we keep missing taking care of the weeds, so might as well embrace it. I think we'll start spraying right after we plant. I think that does the trick. Let me know. I believe that does do the trick with without precision farming on. Yeah, we'll get this last strip here. And does this have one of those adjustments? It does. So we can change the width by doing Control Z down to just what we need to spray. Oh, we missed a little. So we don't waste product. That might not be wide enough. Let's go right here to be safe. Yeah, that'll take care of it. And the weed treatment for the year should be done now. is just let these crops grow, and in summer we will harvest them. And oh, look at that, $219,000 now. Oof. What a good investment. Yeah, we got some equipment to sell. Thought we got rid of these things, but we didn't already. Let's get the truck. We're gonna get some stuff out of here. Why aren't we using this? Oh, what a doofus. We can do that on this field before we cultivate it. Okay. All right, let's see if we can get these home to the dealership and get them sold. We will probably be buying a sugar beet harvester next time around. So we should be able to get enough money for our own. We need to get the maple syrup plant up and running again. And check on the yeast factory as well. And then we're going to cultivate or probably mulch this other field first. All right, let's see how much money we can get for these. Go ahead and repair or repaint. Oh, 24,000 there. Nice. This one we'll go ahead and get it all taken care of. 11,000. As well as this one. A lot of painting costs. All right, we're now sitting at 264,000. What a... Jeez. Very profitable day so far. All right, well, this field is looking nice. Nicely taken care of. We haven't decided yet what we're going to put here. Sugar beets are so profitable, but I don't want to harvest that much sugar beets. But I do want to cycle through, crop rotate a little bit. Possibly corn? We have to get a new header, but possibly corn. And then do soybeans here. We're going to drop this implement off right here and go get the mulcher, though. Yeah, some things to think about over the winter. So we won't have to do either of the planting until spring, but definitely want to make decisions so we can get prepared for that. I believe we can mulch the sugar beets. Yeah, it looks like we can. So it makes sense to take advantage of this to get a little bit extra of a yield. And we might want to eventually buy rollers. This size field seems to be about the biggest I'd want to do with this mulcher. We'll have to look on the market and see if there's larger ones or if this is the best we can do with the horsepower we have. Do a little investigating on that because it's going to take forever to do the other fields. All right, let's go ahead and get that all folded up. We'll get this put away and we'll get hooked up on the cultivator next and get that all cultivated up. We'll see. Sugar beets are probably going to go in there. I don't know. We'll figure that out soon. But this should be more than a big enough cultivator for this field. Shouldn't take very long at all. Gosh, I love this setup. So sweet, so quick, so smooth. Trying to get all these fields prepped before the snow hits so that we just have to plant in the spring. And another field done. Look at the texture in here. It's kind of interesting that we get seed bed on a lot of this area, but we also get the stubble as well. So it should be fine to plants on in spring, but it's just kind of interesting that we're getting two different textures there. And I think we're gonna want to put a little bit of fertilizer down to let it really soak into the soil to get it prepped for the spring. All right, we got 2 things of fertilizer delivered, so let's go ahead and get those filled up. All right, 4,000. It holds 4,200, so we can't completely get that. We'll have to get some tanks put in here to help us out, some of those silos, so that we can just fill up what we need in here and purchase what we need. It looks like we do have some rain incoming, so we'll try to get as much of this done as possible. We might have to finish it off in December, but oh man, this should be real fast. Let's check our other fields, see if we need to prioritize those first. Yeah, they do need a second application. Probably should do those first, but this is going to be so quick. Go ahead and get these barley fields fertilized as well. Looks like the rain is holding off for now. Hopefully we can get all of this done. I want to do the 2 barley fields, and then we'll do the large soybean field as well if we have time and product. Yeah, another field done. Let's go ahead and check the... Yeah, we missed a little tiny spot up there, but I think that will be okay. Let's go ahead and head on over to the other barley field and get that done. And then we can do this big field and get these... Oh, man. We'll be able to take some nice time off for the winter. I don't think we'll have enough. We'll have to buy a little bit more, but we got some good money. All right, that field's done, so it looks like weather is cooperating, so we're gonna get all the spraying done today, which is exciting because I was, worried about that rain coming in. But this field will be a lot easier to do than the last ones because we can actually see where we've been. GPS definitely saved us on that, but let's get this last job done for the day before the sun sets. And done. Let's get this all folded up and put away. Got a little bit of wood chips there. I don't think it'll be enough to really worry about until morning. Let's go ahead and head home, check on the sheep, and that might be about it for today. And we got a nice home for our sprayer. Very nice. Well, sheep seem to be doing pretty good still. Plenty of food. Got 20 sheep in here now. Very nice. What's the capacity here? 75, so we can get plenty more in here. And we're going to need that for some of our plans long term. Next thing I'm going to do is grab the truck and the water tank, and we're going to get a few tanks of that going to fill back up the maple syrup production, because that's going to be needed for whiskey soon, as well as fulfilling some orders for maple syrup. And hopefully we don't get caught going to the river. Whoops, I guess we should have gone to the other side. That filled up instantly. That's insane. And this should get it back in production. Very nice. All right, drop that off there, shut off the truck. Yeah, we got a few pallets, but we'll take care of those orders next time. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed this episode. We'll get going with some more planting and seeding and possibly a distillery very soon. I'm Socksway Up. I'll catch you on the next episode.